I'm deeply honored and humbled. Aurora was one of the first attorneys I met in Riverside. She was always so welcoming. She was encouraging others to get involved. Aurora was on the publications committee when I joined. She encouraged me to join the publications committee. And publications committee, for those who don't know, it puts out the Riverside Lawyer. So I've been on the publications committee since 1997. And Aurora was there as a writer, and she also volunteered for Bridging the Gap every year. She was very active in the Riverside County Bar Association. The first time I ran for the board of directors, which might happen to other people too, sometimes I lost. I mean, that's not a problem. I was very disappointed, but Aurora, she counseled me. She said, don't worry about it. Many people lose their first time, don't worry about it. And then when she became president, she appointed me as a member at large for one of the vacant positions. So I was able to serve when Aurora was the president of the bar. Aurora's decision to continue as president following the diagnosis of LAS was awe-inspiring. She could not drive, or she could not walk, so Joe, her husband, brought her to all the meetings. We were all amazed at Aurora's strength and resolve to persevere against so many physical limitations. Aurora was my role model for involvement in the community, the legal community, and life. She was kind, thoughtful, encouraging, strong, intelligent, and humble. Randy Posh, who was a computer science professor at Carnegie Mellon University, when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Prior to his diagnosis, he was asked to give the Last Lecture series, which is a series at Carnegie Mellon that is typically done by a person would impart as if they were giving their last lecture. But the lecture he gave was achieving your childhood dreams, and it was not about dying. His lecture was made into a book that was read by millions, including myself. When Randy was diagnosed, he could have retreated, but he did not do this. Instead, he worked on a slideshow, then a book to help others achieve their dreams despite obstacles in their way. This was just like Aurora. After Aurora was diagnosed with ALS, she could have retreated into her home and closed off from the rest of the world. But Aurora didn't do this. She fought the disease, she fought for the members of the bar, and she fought for our courts. Obstacles such as a terminal illness hopefully won't be something that anyone in this room has to confront. However, there are other daily difficulties that we do encounter. A disgruntled judge, none in this room, but a disgruntled judge, an unfriendly courtroom clerk, a flat tire on the way to court, having to travel a long distance just to have your day in court. How we confront these issues tells what kind of person we are, and tells Aurora confronted issues like this head on with a positive attitude, and she was always grateful.